So you said what you said, jokers. Multiple people have said this right here. Alleged friend of Nipsey Hussle debunks death conspiracy theories. Quotations, this ain't no government thing. This is unfortunate street business. Oh, how some people would wish this would be the case. And then we're going to go over here. And remember, this is alleged friend of Nipsey Hussle saying that. We're going to go over here. This is from Demetrius Ship. We know why and who. Please stop with the sensationalism. No conspiracy, no hit, just a low-life rat who left and came back to do the devil's work. Please try to control your wild internet brain. Some of us know him personally, and it's annoying. Oh. And then he goes on to say, a known rat did this. Okay, remember that. He says, it wasn't a hit. No one leaves and comes back to do a premeditated hit. It was no Dr. Sebi conspiracy. This guy is a known rat and was asked to leave and return to do his dirty work. Whenever a black man has a certain amount of success, he is more of a target. Tupac died. He got killed behind a Compton gang bang beef. Stop right there. Demetrius. Looks like you don't know your history. Looks like you don't have credibility. Skirt. We heard what he had to say. We heard what others had to say. Known rat. The rat comes back. He was told to leave. This is a guy who allegedly has some type of credibility perceived credibility because people are posting it up. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the last videos that I put out, you need to go watch it, because it explains more things and details that this guy is not. And basically what he's saying is covering up a lot of information that you should know and understand. Now, I'm doing this because Nipsey was a good man. And on that day, he was actually at his store helping out a friend who just got out of jail, hooking him up with some new clothes before he meets up with his family and friends. So on that very day, still doing positive things. We see that the sources go on to say that Nipsey didn't notify his team or his primary security guard he'd be going to the store solo. It was a spur of the moment thing. No one in his camp was aware he'd left home. Then we got this. I wish I was there. That would be his bodyguard saying that. So the day he doesn't have his bodyguard with him is the day he gets gunned down. Here's the bodyguard. And you see, he's usually with him. So this known snitch, known informant, what they keep saying, noticed that and knew that was the opportunity to get rid of Nipsey. That's why he came back. He went there to check first, then he came back and did what he did. Now, that Demetrius guy would like to bring up Tupac and even others. So since you did that, let's really talk about it then. Suge Knight usually rolled with 2 bodyguards, armed bodyguards. That night, we saw the picture. There were no armed bodyguards with them. Also, the day before, one of Pac's bodyguards was fired. On the same day, the other bodyguard was told to not be armed, and he was given a cell phone with a dead battery. Not only that, but that bodyguard didn't even ride with Tupac. He rode in the entourage. So how does that make any sense? How you gonna guard him and you in another car? That night, Tupac was under FBI surveillance the night he was killed. Don't tell me it was just street stuff. No government. Trick. Get out of my face with that crap. You're being part of the problem. Who's telling you to say that? Why would you say that? Knowing this information has been out for so long. You don't give a crap about the truth. That's what that is. So these are just things you need to be aware of, because you're not going to hear it anywhere else. Apparently, mainstream shows scared, don't want to get in trouble, don't want to lose their positions, or radio shows or whatever the heck they got going on. Don't matter. The information has to get out. And just like Nipsey was a good man, he's one of those people that If they know something that you should know, they would tell you. Just like the Dr. Sebi. It's like, oh, this man says he has a cure for AIDS. Well, maybe you should know about it. Not everybody would do that. And it's fair if they don't. You don't have to. But he chose to. All the things he was doing, giving back to his community, showing people the way. People want to say he was just a gang member. No, we're not going to play that today. He was a leader. And he was showing them, look, this is how you get the legal money. You do it the right way. You invest. This is how you stay out of jail. This is how you stay out of that system that they want you in anyways. Stop trying to put them in a box. But people who do that, and yes, I've been getting those comments, you don't have the right intentions anyways. You don't give a crap. And then you would claim so much credibility, but let's listen to somebody who was there actually at the scene, since you want to say, oh, you weren't there.
She was talking, and the dude that shot him, he came and shook our hands. Said he was a rapper and all this old bullshit. Shook our hands. The dude went and got his burger. He left. When he left, I went and took my food in. As soon as I took my food inside the building, the dude came back around the building busting. So I might have left Nipsey's side maybe 3 seconds. I left him maybe approximately about 3 seconds that I had left Nipsey, and the dude came.
So you mean to tell me he had a dispute, told him to leave, got in this big argument? That's what jokers were originally saying. That's what Demetrius them said, and alleged friend, and yet we have somebody who was there at the scene said he shook his hand. Sounds a little bit different. Redsilverj, all I gotta say.